Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Prince of Tennis episode 4, and that's the episode the faced, as I say, score, whatever, Galaxy Standard. And they lost, but then they are like they're gonna do better next time, basically, and they got new uniforms, I guess, for their team from the sister and all that. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys want a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please go to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelamini. And now let's start this episode. Here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Or are they doing some kind of end of summer thingy? Saitama. What a cop streamers. Hasekura. So his last chance? Is that what they said? Boy sprint to the end of summer. Oh, end of summer. Okay. Okay, I saw that in the title, but I didn't actually get what it was about. When the mind is full. Last time he ran around it. Which one is that? Or is he gonna bring the thing down and practice by himself and bring it back up? Aww. Aww. Ugh. You almost did it though. 100 more. He's sleeping, right? Sorry. I'm not even reading this anymore. I love that mask. Oh my goodness. The first to play may not be the first to win. They're practicing? Or he's studying the course? Anike. Okay. I feel bad for him. No, don't start thinking like that. Oh, 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 oh. Can y'all stop saying that? That's why he stopped doing this. I'm pretty sure of it. What was that? Okay, that scared me. Why is she doing it in relation to the guy that's next to him? You should just concentrate on your own teammate, right? Why are you looking at this guy? Excuse me. You're scaring me. The little brother. Yep, he went and studied this terrain before. Yes, you are. In your face. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Why? I knew it was him. Like I knew it was him. Like when I started the anime and then they introduced this guy, I'm like, he must be the one that was running with Tomoe. But they didn't actually like confirm it until this episode. But why is he saying that he doesn't have the right to do stride or whatever anymore? Like what exactly happened that he feels like he doesn't like have the right? I don't know. Ayumu. This felt like the episode in Run with Your Win. Because I got Yoko Friteru, that episode where I'm forgetting his name. You know what? Let me check. Shindo. That episode where Shindo was centric on him like practicing and doing all these things and then having to run his his section of the thing. That one was way more emotional for me than this one, but it reminded me of it in the sense that Ayumu felt like he was the only one, I guess, on the team that wasn't really doing all that he can do. Like in the last thing that they did with Sasei, he was avoiding the hurdles. Like he was running around the what are they calling it then? Obstacles? Is that the word that they use? I don't know. Like he was avoiding them, and then in this episode he asked Koizumi? What is his name? Hozumi. He asked Hozumi to help him with that aspect of things, and he was practicing a lot. And then they said that they had to face Mihashi, and he knew where the run was supposed to be, so he went there by himself, and then he studied the terrain. And then when it came to the running itself, at first I knew that when the reason why Riku didn't want to do the stride thing is because of his brother, and the fact that his brother was this amazing person, amazing stride runner or whatever, and that he was probably being always compared to him. So when they were about to start this run, and then the person that he was running against mentioned the fact that he was comparing him to his brother, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna affect him. And yeah, he started running like so fast, and Sakurai didn't have the time basically to warn him to slow down, to keep the pace or something or other before he went to the tunnel and they lost connection, I guess. But by the time they exited the tunnel, the other person overtook him. And then whose turn was it? I was so it was Fushiguro. Not Fushiguro. Fujiwara. Takeru. It was Takeru's turn. At first I was like, the way Rico was so fast, I was worried that they were gonna collide, especially the way Sakurai was like acting. So it was like sort of like almost like a near miss, but then they tagged. And then he went to who came after that? It was the captain, Heath. He was the one that came after that, and I was also afraid of that one too. I mean, like they were so close. They sort of like zoomed in on the knees of Heath and Takeru. I don't know, something. So I thought they were gonna collide as well, but no. Those two instances, I'm like, yeah, that I was afraid, but no, it went perfectly. And then he came to Ayumu. Before they even started, when Ayumu was introduced to who he was gonna be running against, he came up with this story about him having to run for his sister that was dying. I'm like, oh my gosh. And he even turned like if what's the word that I'm looking for? Backfired. It backfired on him because the guy was like, so I have to run even more, better, faster, or whatever. And yeah, he was running, but then he started first, right? If I remember correctly, he started first, but then the guy overtook him, right? And then for a moment, he let his fears, his insecurities, sort of like get him down, but for just a little bit. But then he remembered what Hosumi told him, and then he's like, I'm a new person now. And then he took the shortcut that he found earlier, I guess, and then he like jumped. When he jumped in, he was like trees, and I'm like, he fell, and then you couldn't hear anything. Like, what was wrong with him? Is he okay? Like, everybody was like calling out to him, and he was not responding for like a few seconds. And then the other guy was like running, in front of him earlier, whatever, man. But then he spoke, and they were like 40 seconds behind, and Hosumi was like, right? Yeah. Hosumi was just seeing how, not seeing it, like he didn't actually see it, but just hearing how Ayumu did all of this, got injured and everything. He's like, I have to win this. And then he walked. It was like the way they animated it. They didn't actually show him going through the hurdles, but it was like they were showing like I don't know. It was amazing. But he ran past the other one, and then he won. K was his name, I think, and they won the race. And I was also confused when it came to Kei's older brother, and Sakurai, when they were relationing, and she kept looking at him and like trying to go off of what the other guy was doing. I'm like, girl, why are you doing that? Just focus on your team, how they're running, when the other person should start. Don't be listening to what the other guy is saying. And then when he's like, he's just a figurehead, I feel so bad for him. when Sakura realized that his teammate weren't actually listening to what he was saying, he's like, okay, so who's giving the orders? And he's like, it's the older. I'm like for real. Like for real, I'm like, how? At first, in my mind, I'm thinking like, how, like, conceited are you that you're not even giving your brother the respect or the, I don't know, opportunity to do his thing, that you just took over your teammate. But then they showed that little backstory thing of when the little brother heard the teammate saying that everything would go better if it was Kate that was, being the real listener, I guess, in the thing. And I feel like that's when he decided to take over. But then, as he was running, and Hozumi was like, he ran past him, was gonna win. He's like, I can't lose here because this is gonna be the last year of his brother. And I'm like, oh, so he actually do care about his brother, and he's trying to do this, I guess, for him or something. But then the older brother was like, I'm sorry, don't apologize, just be the relationer that you're supposed to be, I guess he's gonna give back control of the relationing thing to his brother. So I felt better about that, because like in the beginning I'm like, yo, this guy is just arrogant. Like, I didn't like him, the way he was speaking to his brother, and all that. And then he was speaking to us and acting like they were gonna win, without any problem, just because we lost against Sase. I'm like, go sit down somewhere. But then just the fact that they showed that he actually cared about his brother, and he was trying to win this for him. So I'm like, okay, you're not the douchebag that I thought you were. What else? I did talk about it, right? Yeah, I talked about it when Tomoe called, what's his name, Yosuke, and he's like, he's coming back from Japan. No, from the United States. Like, he's studying in the United States, right? So he's coming back to Japan. He's like, let's do it again or something or other. So when he comes back, are they both gonna run with the Honan Academy? Like, he's still a Honan, right? Like, Yosuke, he's still a Honan. So I don't know, we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/philmini, and you can also see the full live for this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.